This is the Benjamin Zulu Global. Welcome our viewers from all over the world to the home of the Heartmans. We're converging to learn together because when you know better, you can do better. And a better life is what we all want. Better work life, better family life, better personal life.
What's up, everyone, and a very warm welcome to the Benjamin Zulu Show. My name is Lily. We're celebrating the fact that you can now get your ebook, copies of all these books: Healing Your Inner Self, Dating Right, Toxic Relationships, Dreams Before Dating. You can get one or all of these babies on www.benjaminzuluglobal.com. When you go there, you will find many things, products you can purchase, and it will also lead you to where you can download the app, and that is where you can get your ebook. Maybe you can just tell us a little about that.
It's a one-stop thing, which we have been really looking forward to.
Yeah.
People wanted an instant way they can get our books from anywhere in the world.
Yes.
And we are very glad to say now we are ready.
Yes.
People can just go to benjaminzuluglobal.com.
Yes.
And also to say our tickets are there, the events that are coming up are there. If you want never to miss anything, you subscribe there, we send you to your email.
Yes.
Whatever is coming up. You become now you become a member of whatever we are doing. We're able to show you what is coming up, and sometimes you don't miss an update. You know, not everybody is always on social media. You are not really there every time.
Yes.
Sometimes you get carried away. You want a way, we can always update you. That is also to say, if you place physical orders now, it's very easy. You enter your details there. We are given the details. We give you the how to. If you want physicals from anywhere in the world as well, you just communicate from there. So it's a one-stop shop. You can click, take a look at it.
Okay, take a look. Take a look right after this show. Make sure you go to www.benjaminzuluglobal.com. Congratulations.
Thank you.
People have been asking.
Yeah, I know.
So in this book, Healing Your Inner Self, this somewhere you talk about silence and how afraid we are of sitting alone in silence. And it's interesting. Today's topic is about why men like to be silent. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about silence. What's the connection between being healed and silence?
Stillness. Stillness suggests oneness. Suggests that you are in harmony inside. And the opposite of it is needing distractions and noise every time. Needing stimulation every time.
Yes.
When you go to the chaos of the inner city, the vehicles are loud, the streets are loud.
Yes.
There's concentration towards more noise.
Yes.
It is disguised as entertainment, but when you look at it closely, you realize it's an escape from something else. People are avoiding not to be one together with others, not to be at peace, not to hear themselves. And it's a way to keep you distracted from whatever is going on in your life. Some people use music and noise, others use alcohol to produce psychological noise. Others just any sexual stimulation, pornography, anything. When they're left alone, they must do something. That's how you know you're very sick.
Oh no.
You must call someone, you must scroll. Sometimes you are using TikTok to run away from ourselves.
Oh, the scroll of doom.
Yes.
You've heard of it. You sit there for 5 hours. You're just scrolling. You're not even reading the captions.
To avoid. To avoid. And I hope you've heard this, that many countries are controlling now the algorithm of what it will show their young people.
Yes.
Because if you just follow whatever is there, you can just become a dumb person. You begin to think doing weird things is trendy.
Yes.
And now you start just doing weird, somebody chewing spiders.
What is going on?
Because it will get views.
Yes.
What are people viewing? So it's just short-sighted and just so that you can accumulate money or looks or trend.
Spiders.
You know.
Yeah.
Just so that people can view.
Yeah.
So people are courting attention for the sake of attention, not solving problems of society, not developing their talents. You know you are in one, you are at peace with yourself when you can sit with yourself. Just as it is in natural life. If we leave you in the room with a person you're not at ease with, to be very uncomfortable.
Yes.
You look for a way to avoid it.
Yes.
You keep yourself busy with something else. Sometimes you are that person you are not at ease with.
Yes.
So when you have to sit with them, you have to distract.
Oh no.
Learn to become a person you're at peace with.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so make sure you get yourself a copy of this for that and more. And now we're saying all things. You can get them from benjaminzuluglobal.com. That, as well as the tickets to the November 11th, 2023 conference. You can get them there. If you're attending physically, if you want to attend virtually, you can get all the tickets there. So make sure you check it out. So today you want to tell us about why men love alone time and women never get it.
Yeah, they complain. I hope you remember that. This person who said women overestimate how much men think. Because they keep asking, what are you thinking? He says nothing. And you think he's lying.
Yeah.
Men are not always thinking.
Tell me, open up.
They are not always thinking. It's your lack of understanding of how men function. That empty box, something like that for men. To just, diesel engines, there's how they operate. They're more technical than the petrol engines. These are the petrol, they don't have anything, just switch off and on.
Yes.
But diesel engines need time to warm up.
Yes.
And they also need time to switch off. They've even put timers for impatient people. When you arrive and you can't wait for the car to cool
down,
you switch off, and then the timer will take over from there. It will switch off the car slowly with the right timings.
Yeah. Yeah.
Men's psychology operates something like diesel engines.
Really?
They have a build up and a switch down.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
So diesel engines are designed for heavy lifting. They have a lot of capacity. When you see these huge vehicles, they're usually diesel. It's heavier than gasoline. Petrol is also called gasoline. Something close to gas. And men are built for heavier lifting. And a lot of what I'm going to explain to you, view it from that point of he was designed first and foremost. Okay, men live for WWW, not the Wrestling Foundation.
What is that?
So the world of men is WWW.
Okay, decode. Ladies, do you have your pen?
So it started worship, work, woman.
Oh wow, that is so far away from wrestling. I didn't see that coming, but that's beautiful. So worship, work, woman.
Yes.
Okay.
It was designed that way.
Yeah.
Him and his maker.
Okay.
Was the first thing we see. And then his work to manage a certain garden and his woman came to that. That is still the order for a man who is aligned. That is still the order of he goes to his roots. He goes to his work. He goes to his woman. And the woman is attracted to a man who already has that order in place. Wise women know if they submit to a man who is not submitted to anything else, they'll be crushed.
Yes. Those people who say, I don't believe in mentors.
And you see, the man is also supposed to teach you some things, and he does not believe in being taught. What will he teach you? He can only give you what he was given.
He'll teach you things he pulled out of the clouds.
Yes, and that are absurd.
Yes.
He'll tell you now he's Jehovah Wanyonyi.
Yeah, those are those men.
Yes.
Yeah.
They'll come up with something from the air. That's delusional.
Yeah.
So, what I'm telling you today is coming from the man who is aligned with his work, aligned with the heavier lifting for life, aligned with his roles at home and at life. And it's not healthy for a man to just talk romance from the time he's 20, 21. Avoid and run away from men who are just looking after sensual, sexual indulgence. There's this girl, she's saying now she had my child. Meaning you went around sleeping with women. They wouldn't be accusing you of having children. And don't just concentrate on the child. We'll do DNA, I'll confirm. Did you pour your seed there? Ask the right questions.
We don't want to know. We're in love.
Yeah, because it blinds you.
Yeah.
But the character of the person is shown by where he went and dressing,
That's
where he
true.
went spreading his seed. You don't want a man who, when you look back, is saying, is that one he was married for 5 years? What are we talking about? The real man develops his first 2 W's for a long time. Until he feels now he can lift the weight of family. He can be there for his family. I liked it when one global speaker said he was starting a very big meeting when he received cable news that his son was hospitalized and the condition was not good. He had a chronic condition, but now he had an attack, a flare-up, a bad flare-up. And he said, give the phone to him. He said, Daddy is on the way. Hold on for me.
Oh my goodness.
And the boy from there went to that hypnotic state of saying, Dad is coming, Dad is coming, Dad is coming.
Oh goodness.
And the man flew and came and the boy got healed.
Wow. Wow.
That's a man who had prepared his life to fight for his family. And he told his wife, I cannot assure you that we will not go through hard things, but we'll go through them together.
Does he have a brother? Is the brother married? I'm asking for Carol.
A man who has organized his life, he will fight for his family because he has a grounding to do it from. He has a grounding to do it from. If a man has not built a solid career, fear that man. He's lost. He is lost. When I told men to look for a woman, I said the woman should be licensed in something. Please stop taking them to school. I will educate her for myself. Who told you she has the capacity? The government does not know this woman, and you are here trying to marry people government knows.
Okay.
You can type in one of the professional bodies, or at least the business communities of a certain market, and her name pops up. Please, brothers. So for sisters, today we are discussing the qualities of the man. What makes him withdraw occasionally? You see him, he needs silent moments, and you can't believe that nothing to do with you. Number one,
He's not upset with me. That's the first thing you
Yes.
think. Yeah.
Number one is he needs to cool off his engines after strenuous work, whether it was victory or loss. After just duty, the man needs to cool off.
Okay.
Now, he doesn't communicate that because it does not even, it's like part of him. And men deny when they need that. It just sometimes catches up with them.
Oh, okay.
Good, hard-working men are like children. No, children play until sleep catches them in the middle of the toys.
Yeah. They sleep on the toys. Yeah.
No, you are the one to carry them.
Yeah.
Men have a lot of that. When men love their work, they're just going. Until he parks. That's when his psychology catches up. For the first time, he's catching a few minutes.
Yeah.
So, a man who is really involved, who is engaged, he will have those moments. Some, it's not just sleeping, just start switching down, switching off. He may not even be busy. A balanced man is not always on his phone. No. Phone is an escape for people who are running away from their own lives. If you see a person who cannot put down the phone, they must be totally asleep or in the bathroom.
Totally asleep.
Totally. You know others wait. When they're not fully asleep, they still have the phone. Until they're totally. And when they wake up, the first thing, they are run by the phone.
Oh, no.
Solid men have an hour in their day. I was so impressed when a 23-year-old sent me his program now of late. After reading, he came for the book himself.
Wow.
And he was updating me, saying, man, after reading that book, I have 1 hour. I arrive early as a teacher. 23 only.
Wow.
I have 1 hour before people arrive to just do my personal development, just do my study, do my thing. And now even my colleagues are seeing me differently. I'm not even putting any effort to be different. It's just that it's like my conversations are different.
Yeah.
The topics I'm interested in are changing. I'm more self-control myself. I no longer run after girls. They run after me. My hard work now is saying no. Is dodging.
Yes.
I told them, yes. When you run after butterflies, they run away from you. But when you build a garden, butterflies come to you.
Yes.
You're building a garden. And people can see value.
Wow.
You know?
Yeah.
It's a reverse, but takes time. Why do men suddenly he's not talking too much? And you are chatting and he's not responding as much. And you thought now that he's after work, you should chat.
Yes.
Chatting is generational.
I waited. I didn't disturb him.
Yes.
Now it's after work and
he has updated you and disappeared. And we have gone to where? Where are you? No, I'm just here. You're not talking.
Yeah. Brothers.
So chatting in particular is generational. There are generations and personalities that are not good at chatting, and I'm one of them. I can talk on their behalf.
Okay.
It's hard work typing every word. How do you guys type every word, by the way?
Yeah, it's true, Benjamin. I'll write him a message and then he'll reply next week. I'm a victim. Just unpack that.
So sometimes do I send voice note? So I thought about the answer. Sometimes I thought I sent. Only to check it was in my.
So if we text you, we'll give you reminders? Or how do we go? Okay, anyway, that's why we're here.
I found that there's a masculine energy that you need a lot of. There's a personality that can just sit and chat. I've seen men who are very good at it. I have a friend of mine with smileys, all this. They're just into that.
Yeah.
When they chat with my wife, they are freer than when me chat with my wife. I'll just call. You send 2 messages, let me call. It's better for me. So, but when my wife is posting this online, I see chat, I just say, I like this energy. I just not part of it, but I admire it when I grow up. Completely, I don't know why the emojis that I've never seen. When people get those emojis, by the way.
You know, I was just thinking, sometimes you escape chatting by sending an emoji. Is that something you do?
You need to communicate it quickly, yeah. You need to communicate quickly, yeah. So, we are saying sometimes a man is just, and he has no language for it. I'm trying to talk to brothers who don't know also how to put this in words, because a woman does not have these faces and you have them, and she thinks you are avoidant. This is just a male thing. that retreating after good amount of work, whether it was success or loss, is not always that, just that. And it's not always physically strenuous. But it's something that put out of energy. I felt virtue leave me. I felt energy leave. I felt, I put out. That. If you go online, the raging debate is usually why men fall asleep after the bedroom business. That's a raging debate. There's something similar to that. Virtue has left. Energy has left. So we also do that to our work.
Power leave.
You know. So there's something like that.
Okay.
So the second thing men do is to think and plan. Sometimes men cannot think clearly about what is coming until he has retreated to process. Let me warn extroverts, because our energies flow when you talk to people. When an extrovert is clogged in thought, they just need to call the right person or to explain it to an audience. Extroverts are guilty of stepping on the stage when they don't have a prepared presentation. They lift their hand before they have the answer. And when the teacher appoints you now, you construct the answer as you talk.
Yeah.
Their thoughts and they flow when they talk, when they make contact. That's why group discussions, those places for extroverts are the place. Introvert requires to disengage and connect with their thoughts, their feelings, and now gather all the data they have seen and remember everything they've seen. Introverts will give you the best quality thoughts when they are alone, when in solitude. When they're interacting, they're gathering data, unprocessed. You know?
Yeah.
The extroverts, when they're reading, when they're studying things, when they're alone, they're gathering data, unprocessed.
Okay.
When you start talking, that's when now it's processed. Opposite,
Yes.
but the end result is the same.
Yes.
So an extrovert writes a speech or presentation only to know that it was a raw material. It was not really the real presentation. The speech of the extrovert is not the presentation.
That's true.
It is a preparation for the presentation.
Yes.
As they write it, they are preparing. When they go on stage, they'll flow with the energy and present the content as the energy is.
Yes.
The introvert means to think, and now the speech of the introvert is the final product. That's what they present. And if you interrupt them, that is oriented. That's the introvert. The extrovert, what they prepared was raw material. When they reach on stage, that's what. So if you ask them to stick by the speech, you're interrupting them.
Yeah.
The energy does not work like that. It works with the mood.
That's me.
Extroverts think on their feet. Introverts think back and they put it together and they're very structured. They need that kind of focus. None of them is weak. These are just, remember I told you the highest billionaires are introverts. A third of the world is introvert, 2/3 are extroverts. They are many and they are noisy. So they clutter, the introvert.
But studies say that extroverts generally make more money than introverts.
Okay, on an immediate scale, of sales. You know, sales does a lot of talking.
Okay.
And you naturally enjoy talking.
You will sell. Okay, got it.
So, but when it comes to the grand scheme of things, when it comes to the larger goals of life, respect introverts. They're only a third of the world. So we tend to think we overshadow them in the meetings.
I'm an introvert from today. Okay,
so, all right. Men go silent to think and plan. And I wanted to warn extroverts to not always be talking. There's a place for retreating to think. I can't tell you how many quality thoughts popped after I learned this skill.
Oh.
That you can go and stand in front of what you're trying to think about. You can stand in front of the idea that there's such a, you know, a man is thinking when he's pacing up and down. He's not just scribbling, sitting, think. He's not stressed. He's processing. He's going and scribbling things. When he finally comes to tell you what he thought about, you realize it's an advanced thought from the previous thought you left him at. Sometimes he just wants you to be a bouncing bolt.
Yes.
So, you know that thought I did? Now let me give you another approach. We can also use this approach.
Yes.
Actually, after I got this piece of information, I realized by the time you come to build the house, you guys are trying to design, that house will be design number 8. Have you seen houses that are built and they look like an incomplete thought?
Yes. Did you see the guy who built like an 8-story wall, perimeter wall? Did you see?
to answer to the neighbor.
I know.
Who had built a flat, and I don't want to be seen at security issues. You go up, I also go up.
Yeah.
A wall only. So I don't know how much suspicion there is between them.
Yeah.
So,
that was next level.
You know, but sometimes what you're trying to build, whether it's a house or car or job or application or money or investment, shows how much thought went to it.
Okay.
Now, people talk about content creation. Let me surprise you. Don't worry about content. Look for quality ideas.
Oh.
Content is ideas.
Okay.
But when you talk content, people think they're just collecting things around. It's how much time that man is spending thinking, reflecting. You know, and young people are aggressive. There's this crazy kind of young man.
Yes.
But because he's always there at it, dedicated at it, he has been to everywhere. He can even shoot things on an aircraft.
Yes.
When you're that young and you can go that far, my friend, you're doing well.
Yeah.
That means you're focused on something, you know, and that persistence until you can be the who is who and build something.
Yes.
The naivety of being young will have some mistakes in there.
Yes.
Because you're young anyway,
Yes.
but you're doing mistakes in the right direction.
Yes. Yes.
I wish all young men were making mistakes in that direction. You know,
Towards business, towards their craft. I hear you.
that's a better mistake to deal with
Yes.
than just baby mama here, drunkenness there,
Right.
accidents here,
Right.
over drinking there, lost here.
I hear you. I hear you.
So the boy has blunders, but respect him.
Yes.
He's learning people not to trust the wrong kind of people.
Yes.
Sometimes he has all this stress. I'm saying that's the way of business of this world.
Yes.
You learn people by on the job.
And he really did. I really like how he bounced back.
Yes. He did not stay there to cry.
Yeah.
Pick yourself up. We're just saying that's a young man who is taking the time to process. Sometimes men, when there's, because good men always have projects. There are times he's quiet processing the project.
Yes.
And when, especially moving from one project to another, and you have been waiting on the line for him to finish this project, and you have good time. Men, I ask us, we also factor quality time with our women, quality time with our children, quality time. Quality, not just seated in the same room. That's not quality.
Yes.
Quality is when we are connected.
Yes.
Quality is when we are not on our phones. We are into each other.
Yeah, the good man who is responsible will take his family on a trip.
Yeah.
And wonder why the wife is complaining that they never talk.
And you went on a trip.
They went on a trip, but he
Yes.
was working.
Yes.
Or he was just disengaged.
You can carry your work to the honeymoon until we have no honeymoon.
Yeah.
You can carry your work to everywhere we are out for dinner until we are not there energetically. And the temptation is there to always sneak away and do some duty. Sneak away, get something done. Sneak away and get some low-hanging cash.
Yeah.
All this for the interest of the family, to give us a better life. But there's a time for us. And for a man to say no for something that is just hanging. And then some are mirage, they were hanging low, but when he came, it went away, dragged him, the dangling carrot, until the weekend was spent in running after dangling carrots.
Oh no.
Because we can be there in the car, but we're just worried about a job, a contract, a customer. You're on one phone call for 2 hours with a customer. Yes, we are on the road with you, but who are you with?
We're in bed and you're writing an email. Let me just, I'm just finishing. And the phone keeps buzzing with the response, and now you need to respond. It's a rabbit hole. Yeah.
Men, we must learn to put those demarcations. Okay. But even when a man is putting demarcation, creating family time, there are times you just need ideas. They invite him and he goes down processing. All right. The last thing men go quiet is, it's unfortunately when they are stressed and they are not aware of it.
Oh.
Sometimes men deny a stress, just call it a duty, a task, something pending. And because they are not emotionally conscious of themselves, they get very stressed. It takes them down. Now they're not free. And women have to use indirect language, the way he breathes, appetite, sleep interruption, the tone, the energy, the excitement, the small things. To tell him, I think you are stressed.
Yeah.
And you might even refuse after you have done all the mind reading and the stars.
I'm not stressed.
And
Stop telling me that.
Arrangement of stars to see when his mood is off.
Oh no.
And then he still denies.
Yeah.
It can be very discouraging. He went all the way to decode minor signals to see where the problem is. When you finally find it, he's still invalidated.
Yeah.
So,
Men.
sometimes he has gone to that cave.
Okay.
Of stress. And many of the men's stresses involve money. When a project is due and it needs financing, and he can't crack where to, and he feels it's something that is important. If we don't get it done, we'll have dropped the ball.
Yes.
We don't encourage stressing and going down emotionally, but just to let ladies know that sometimes a goal that matters to a man, and it is looming, and it's upcoming, and without it there will be a crisis, can really make him keep tuning out, to attack it in the battlefield, to try again, to try again. When this happens, what shall you do?
Yes.
You should not just be an observer. Learn to converse about moments that are disturbing to you, because it could be a man is going quiet because he's unhappy. What you have explained today may be what is male related. Others are just the tension between the two of you. The best way to bring up something is when you are not agitated and blowing up. Control yourself and look for a moment that is more relaxed, and just ask, I was wondering at such a time at that one. You appeared withdrawn. Was everything okay? I was just concerned. Now you can reflect and say, oh, but what was going on that time? Maybe he did not realize 2 hours had passed. Maybe he did not realize he arrived and did not come out of the car. Men have that tendency of arriving and they don't come out.
What is that? That's a thing you...
They arrive and they don't arrive. You had somebody come and they don't come in. The gate opened, but nobody's coming through the gate.
It keeps me guessing. Because I wonder, should I go and encourage him to come to the house? Or should I?
Learn to bring it up, then he will tell you what it was.
Okay.
Sometimes people would call while he was driving, and he said when he stops, he will return the calls.
So it's not me.
No. Sometimes it's something that is just distracted. You know? I don't expect a guy to arrive and start sleeping. The car and he has come already home. It's usually something to do with the things that he was carrying, or just a thought. Men have that capacity because of mono-directional thinking. There are those moving straight lines, and you can see when he's going away in that tangent.
Yeah.
You can see it.
Yes.
So a thought that is exciting arrives, and he knows he will lose it. There's a pain that we have no name for as men. Losing a good idea. You know there was a good idea that had come.
Okay.
And then something happened that I did not arrest it, it went. You feel sad because it was a solution, it was a good direction.
Like losing a good dream?
Yeah.
Something
Now,
like that?
imagine a dream now, or just an answer to a question you have been throwing
Yes.
to yourself. What can I do? Then a direction that came from a cue. A cue, you saw a cue that gave you potential resolution of something. And then you don't pause to capture it. After you have processed this, you usually write a fragment of the word just to remind yourself what. A lot of men have a scribbling space,
Okay.
either WhatsApp or note or whatever,
Right.
to scribble what they're thinking about,
Yeah.
to come and pick up from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so how to do about it? When you feel unease, you will learn your man over time. But learn to bring up the discussion in a non-threatening way, not in an attacking way, just to seek to understand him. Yes.
All right. Thank you for helping us to understand those moments, and also to understand that it's not always about us. See you guys on the next episode. Bye.
This is the Benjamin Zulu Global. Welcome our viewers from all over the world to the home of the Heart Months. We're converging to learn together because when you know better, you can do better. And a better life is what we all want. Better work life, better family life, better personal life.